Evening all, and welcome to episode 96 of Kerbalism. Now I'm here at our crashed Phoenix fuel pod on the moon because I'm going to try and stand this thing up. I think that if I pull one of the legs off and put it up the top, I can use it to extend it and get it to pop up. I don't know whether it's going to actually work or not. I do know something weird's going on with the moon textures. Are they supposed to be like this? Long and thin? I don't know. I don't come to the moon that often, but well, this is what I'm here to find out. Now, let's equip this like that, and run into the engine. Let's go up here. I'm not quite sure how heavy these bits are. Well, too heavy to put in the bag, but apparently not heavy enough to be a problem to hold on to. So, oh, bye. Please don't explode. Please don't explode. No, they're pretty rugged, these legs, gotta say. Nope. Whoa. The moon is a lot heavier to walk on than Minimus. So yeah, the idea is I'm going to put this leg on the front of the pod and extend it, and hopefully that will be enough to flip the craft up to allow the SES to hold it steady. At least that's the idea. I see what's happening here. The actual leg itself it's going to flip like mad, isn't it? That's going to fly away. Oh no, it's going to pop up. Okay, that's okay. That's not so bad. Oh, too far away. Not sure what's going on there with the whole placing it on the ground and it going inside there, but slowly. Obviously I've reverted this back to its default setting, so they can only pick up small amounts now. No mega Kerbals doing things like we had on Minimus. So I want to attach okay, that's completely ruined that plan. These can be attached radially. But that says no. That's really annoying. I don't suppose I can put it like there, can I? And no, it's going to fall over. I can't extend it anyway. Okay, that's sort of ruined that plan. They can actually be attached radially. I don't know why it's not doing that. I do have the screwdriver, which allows me to do that. But for some reason, it just says no, cannot be used for surface attachment when it can. It actually can, so okay, that's not going to work then. I guess I'm going to have to try and figure something else out. So the second theory is grabbing one of these giant oil tanks, because these can most definitely be attached radially. So I'm thinking that if I can maybe attach one on the nose, like here, and then I can grab that, and there we are. I can attach that there, which will allow me to go back into this ship here, and if I then extend this leg, it's not enough to make it go up and down. Okay. So we need more. More. Okay, we are now flipping in the air, and the reason for that is because I attached the leg to here whilst it was extended, and it made the craft fly up in the air, which is a little bit cheaty. Yes, I know that's how it sort of works, but I wasn't intending it, but it flipped up, and I jumped to it and fired the engines, and here we are. We are in the air, and I'm really hoping I can come down nice and friggin' gently. The ground's not really level here, which is a bit awkward. Especially as I don't have any landing gear now, which if I cut the engines here, I'm not really sure what's going to happen. Nope, that's not going to work. Okay, so I want to head that way, please. We're almost out of model propellant as well. This is going to be a real pain because the reaction wheels are not strong enough to hold this. I just need to find a flat bit of land somewhere. That's it, we're out of model propellant. No, that's going to come over again. Okay, fire the engines again. Oh, if only you were on board this vessel, I would just leave. I need to find a flat bit of ground. That's the biggest problem here. And I don't see any. Kind of wondering whether if I go back up there. Milma does have a fair bit of model propellant left, and I think I'm not sure exactly how much food they have on there. I think she's good for about a day. I think that should be okay. And we have got fuel on board. Let me double check here. Oh, not a great deal. Thinking I need to turn the gimbal up on some of these engines, just to give me a bit more, well, a bit more, I think. Oh, there we go, that's... Okay, here we go. Let's go and land somewhere because I don't have that much fuel left. And I want to put this on the surface. Even if it gets stranded again, I want it to be on the surface because it is life support. It's got a year worth of food in it nearly. Well, it's got a year worth of oxygen in it, but see, nothing here is flat. This is the big problem. It's all going to fall over. These need to be much fatter on the base. Much fatter. This is even worse. I just can't see anywhere that's flat. I just can't. Oh dear, that was a mistake. Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, I'm going to put this down. It's going to come down. It's going to come down nose first. Oh, please don't explode. I think we're okay. I don't think we're travelling that fast. Oh! Oh dear. Oh. Valentina and Gilfia, where the hell did it go? Like 50 kilometers away. What the hell happened? Oh no. And Milma, I don't think I can get to you in time. I apparently can't switch to Milma. Oh, what's this? We apparently zoomed into something. Oh, we got a leg. Fair. And no more objects within view. Okay. Look at that. Look, things got shot off. Oh my life. Right, Milma. Okay. Oh god, I've just killed some Kerbals. No. No, I should have left it. I should have just left it and scrapped the project and oh, Okay, Milman's got half an hour, and I'm sorry, but you're dead. I can't get there. I can't get there in time. Even if I burn an absolute full whack from there, it takes an hour to get to the moon. I think didn't Scott Manley recently do a video where it takes like an hour to do a round trip, so it's half an hour to get here. But that's with ridiculous amounts of stuff. And I don't have the... I can't do that. Oh God. I'm afraid, Milman Kerman, I'm sorry. I am really, really sorry. So, okay. I'm sorry, Milma. You have been an absolute brave and fantastic effort. Sorry. You've been wonders. You've been wonderful for our space program, but I'm afraid it's all come to an end. I've crashed your spacecraft. I've killed your fellow Kerbals, and yeah. That says the battery's got an hour, but I can't get here within an hour. It's not doable with my space program. I probably could, but I'm not going to. I'm sorry, Milma. You are going to go up as high as you can possibly go. And I'm really sorry, but it's all come to an end. I'm sorry. I can't believe that. I can't believe that flipped over like that and went mad. Oh dear. I'm shocked for words, but I'm sending her up as high as I can so she plummets back down. That's the idea, because there we are. Because I think it's a slightly cruel fate to leave a Kerbal to die based on battery life. I mean, in an hour, that's in the sun. I might have been able to get here in an hour, but it would be really touch and go, and it would be a lot of. I'm really sorry. I am really, really sorry, but I should have just put the thing down anywhere and got you back in it. But I didn't. I screwed it up, and I'm sorry, but I'm not going to let you freeze to death. I'm not going to let you either freeze or the oxygen or anything like that. No, that would be cruel. To leave you to a fate like that would be cruel. So I'm afraid, Milma, you've got no more monopent left, so you're going to watch your final sunset. And we say goodbye. So, the sad news of the loss of Valentina Gilfia and Milma Kerman has shocked our space centre. The mistakes of me has obviously caused their death, and the entire Phoenix project is being scrapped. The drop pod, I'm not doing that now. I'm going to have to figure out a different way to get down. There will be things based on that, but they're going to be larger at the base so they don't fall over. That's the idea. However, we do still need to get fuel up to our station, and as was pointed out in the last video, I think the best way to do that is going to be with a space plane. But I'm no good at doing them. The SSTO space planes, I'm really, really rubbish. So I had the idea of going on to Kerbal X and grabbing some, but then I thought that's completely cheating. Maybe I should grab some and have a look at how they're built, but then I thought, you know what, screw it, let's just build one and test it. And I usually say what's the worst that can happen, but I think we've had that already. So I think we'll test them unkerballed and find out what goes on with that. But my idea is I want to get 2 orange fuel tanks full to the station. That's the idea, and then have the space plane return. It doesn't have to land back here. As long as it gets back, it can even land on parachutes as far as I'm concerned. I don't care. As long as it gets back in, that's fine. I might refine that to be just 1 because I don't have any engines, mega engines unlocked. You'll see rocketry. Where is it? Where are my engines? Where am I looking? Here. See this the Rapier is any space plane tutorial you look at. That's the engine they use. They recommend the Rapier because it can use air and it can use liquid oxygen. So it's good at switching between the 2. I've also got these ones which I wouldn't mind unlocking because I think the experimental dark drive is a ridiculous engine that can take you anywhere really quickly. So yeah, but it's huge. It's absolutely massive. But I don't have them. But I do have unlocked in here. I do have this Whiplash turbo ramjet and the Valkyrie, and they're pretty good. So I'm wondering if I can build something with them. I don't know. So I'm going to have a go at building something and see what we can do. The other thing I'm going to say as well is, and I want to go on record saying it, is that I want a Kerbal on Duna by episode 100. I keep setting myself goal. A while ago I said that I was about this episode 90 I was going to be at Duna, and I've never said it actually on a video before, so that's why I'm going to say it now, because if I say it to myself and then I'll just make up excuses for not doing it, because yeah. But that's the idea. I'm going to have the window for it is 200 days away. The only thing I've got to do beforehand is dress and obviously redesign a new ship now, but that won't be too bad. But yeah, that's what I want to have, either a Kerbal on Duna or at least a Kerbal there by episode 100. You know, we want to be well on our way to being there by then. So that means that this is episode 96, and not sure how far through I am right now, probably about halfway. So that means I've got 3.5 episodes, 4 episodes to get there. So yeah, I need to build a refueler. I need to redesign the pods to drop down to Duna. Luckily, time stands still when you're inside the VAB and space banking up. Yeah, so that's the idea, and then we need to get there as well, which is easy enough done because yeah, I do obviously want to make all these in as well. So whilst we're on our way to Duna, we'll have to come back for these. It takes 200-ish days to get to Duna, so I have these 2 to launch and the lithium delivery. So that's in between, but that shouldn't be too difficult. They're just launches and they can be sent off on their way. But let's go into the space plane hangar and build ourselves a space plane. So after a while, this is what I've come up with. This is my plane. Let me turn this off here because this is a space plane. Its centre of mass and centre of lift are pretty good. I know the lift's supposed to be behind the centre of mass. I think it's supposed to be a bit closer than that, but I'm not worried about that for the minute. And when you empty all the fuel out of it as well, it pretty much stays the same. It's well balanced. I think the centre of lift actually comes slightly forward, or the centre of mass comes back slightly to match that, so that's good. We've got 2 turbo ramjets and 2 nuclear engines, so I hope that's going to be enough. Liquid fuel over it. These are my orange tanks. I went with these ones because they're white, not orange, and it looks better. But they're exactly the same size as the orange tank. Let me show you here. Orange tank. Let's slap that on there. You'll see it holds 2880 and 3520, and one of these is 2880, 3520. So they're exactly the same, just white instead of orange. So I like that. The reason I'm doing this rather than showing it on the runway is because I haven't upgraded the space plane hangar to allow me to have action groups, custom action groups. So on the lights, I've set toggle the engines. I think, yes. So I will fire those engines up, and then when we're up high enough and I need to change them, I can press the light button at the top, or U on the keyboard, and it will switch those off and those on. So that's a lovely trick. You can use any of these here to do it, gearing, staging, stuff like that to do with it. Brakes are a good one as well. You can just activate the brake button there, or press dot on the keyboard and it will change things. But the reason I came here is because I've obviously gone to brake and thought, well, I need to close these intakes. When I get up high enough, they cause drag. So I clicked that, and it gave me an absolute ton of options, most of which I've never seen before. I know what all of them are, but I've never seen them in here. Although I can't say I've ever tried to do a cockpit to an action group before. Start swap scrubber, that's Kerbalism. Enable habitat, that's that. These ones here, orbit prograde, retrograde, stuff like that. I didn't know you could toggle them to key numbers, so that's quite cool. Toggle intakes is what I want to do. Boom, so there we go. So when I push the brake button, it will turn them off or on. So that's good. I don't see that being a problem because the next time I use the brakes to slow the thing down will be on the ground, so that would be okay. But this was one here, Ascent AP toggle, Ascent autopilot toggle. What the hell is that? I want to apply that to something and see what it does, but I don't have any other things to do it with. But I might have to have a look at that. I know what panic is, so that's part of MechJeb. Panic basically means stage everything to the final stage and then point the craft upwards. So if I had a decoupler here, for instance, I could have abort toggle to panic. I press the abort button and everything decouples from the bottom of it, the parachutes deploy and that breaks off and it just points upwards and comes down nicely, so that's okay. Translatron, I don't know what that is either. That's again, that's something I've seen in MechJeb, but yeah, deploy experiment. That's crew report, I guess. So yeah, but yeah, so I've got the toggle that set to there. I'm gonna play with that later, I think. But yeah, this is going to have to be manned or Kerbaled. We're going to have Verfren Kerman, our brave pilot for this experiment. I haven't unlocked any pods, any autopilot. I haven't unlocked the drone inline one for the OPT stuff, and none of these are surface mountable, so I can't just slap one on top of me. I don't want to pull it apart and redesign it. Not even this one here. I really thought the rover one was just surface mount. I could just slap it on, but it doesn't. It just doesn't. So that is odd. That's very odd. I really thought that would have been a surface mountable option, but none of these are. None of these will actually snap onto the surface. Apparently you're snapping onto something there. I don't know what. There are a node inside here that you can snap onto that I'm not aware of. No, can't see one. Oh well. Yeah, so we will save that and let's go to the runway and see if this works. Well, it's bouncing and leaning back on its rear wheels a lot, which is good, so it will take off there. What I am going to do is kill the engines, and I'm going to just push space all the times to get all these fired, because I know I'm going to fire them by mistake at some point. Now I can shut down those two, like that, and when I press U to toggle the lights, it switches between our nuclear engines and our normal ones. Yay! Verfren, sorry the lights are going on and off, but yeah. And our air intakes are toggled to brake. They're currently off because obviously there you go, open, closed, excellent. So we fire the engines and they fail, which is expected because the air intakes are closed. So we then do that and turn on our SAS. And this moves very, very slowly. There's no different mode on these, so I really hope we can get somewhere before the runway runs out. And once again, we're moving to the side. Really not sure what does that. Every plane I ever seem to build does that. Oh, and we lost the engines. Okay, so So our first test is a failure. Okay, let's Are you going to stop? It would appear these don't have steering on the front. Ah, that's interesting. Okay. Right, yes, it is going to stop. Phew, right. Okay, so we can recover this and let's go back and have a look, see the second test. And there will be a third, fourth, and many other tests, but they're all going to be in the next episode. So, thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this one. Hope to see you again next time. And until then, as always, have fun.